think so. I think so. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe so. Today we're talking about Scream 5 or Scream 2022 or just Scream. That's how they advertised it. Just Scream. But we all know it's Scream 5, so I don't know what they were thinking. Whatever. Opening scene of this movie. It's a cut and copy paste of the original, just with Jenna Ortega. And I think she does a really good job in the role. This is where they saw, I feel like, how the newer characters got recepted from Scream 4, and they said, you know what, that kind of worked. Let's work on the characters here and kind of shy away a little more from the legacy characters. Keep them in there while respecting their legacy, but also focus on new characters, and let's build a whole new trilogy. This is where I feel like Scream actually had a plan for what they were going to do within the next couple of years or so. This was a legacy sequel. And it's pretty good. I liked it a lot when I first saw it. When I first saw it, I didn't really like Sam Ortega Carpenter in this movie, which is played by Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. I had to open up towards the end of the movie. They were so good. And then in Scream 6, they were fucking phenomenal. So after Scream 6, I look back at this movie and I just liked it a lot more. I think they're some of the best characters we've got replacing legacy characters. So yeah, basically, there were some choices in here that were made, and I think it worked out. I think it worked out really well. I think it's kind of the same movie as the original, just kind of more dated. Not outdated, but like dated, like in this era of horror movies. I think Sidney Prescott does a really good job in this movie. I think Gale and her also at their best. They're so good. There's some sequences in this movie that are really intense. The kills are really crazy. There's blood, guts everywhere. The hospital sequence has got to be one of the best sequences of all time. Dewey, man. Fuck, I knew it was going to happen in this one. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen Scream 5, just go watch it. It's pretty good. They fucking killed off my favorite character. They killed off Dewey Riley. And I had a feeling they were going to kill off one legacy character. I mean, they have to do that, I feel like, because they're so meta about it in this franchise. I also kind of like how they're more meta even with this movie because it's a legacy sequel, and they're kind of aware of that, which is kind of unique and cool. The Meek twins are pretty cool. And this one also feels like more of a legacy sequel than Scream 4 did. And that's only because it actually kind of feels like it's tied in to the original movies in some sort of way. Where the Meek twins were, I think, cousins to Randy Meek in the second Scream movie. So that's some history there that's already connected. We got Sam and Tara Carpenter that are kind of just newer, but it still feels connected to a bigger universe. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty well done in here. But Dewey Riley's death, man, I don't know why. I actually kind of got emotional watching that scene, because I like the way they actually like turn his character into a complete badass instead of more of the goofy. Well, I mean, he still has that goofy tone to him, but David Arquette, I mean, he's such a darker version of Dewey, and I fucking wish they would have explored that a little more, or at least had him a little more. You know what I mean? Because that would have been such a cool story. And he's only a badass for like, I don't know, the first half an hour of the movie, and then he just gets killed. Which, he gets a great death. Oh, it's so brutal. Oh my god. But it's respected. It was ballsy. I appreciate it. Wish it wouldn't have been my favorite character. I knew it was going to be, like I said, Dewey or Gale. I would have preferred to be fucking Gale, if I'm being honest. But Dewey Riley would have died anyway, I feel like, any of these movies in the new trilogy, so it might as well cut the Band-Aid off, or sorry, rip the Band-Aid off, and yeah, it heals quicker. And yeah, I really like David Arquette in this movie. He's really, really good as Dewey Riley in this movie. I just wish there was more of him, because this was a really cool version of Dewey Riley. So he was the main highlight of the movie. Also, the returning cop chick, that she's kind of just a waste in here. I feel like they just kind of kill her, and it's one of the most unnecessary deaths, I feel like, especially because it literally takes place in the daytime. You're telling me there's no neighbors? This is maybe just a nitpick, but that saw this cop get stabbed outside her house, let alone her son inside the house. Like, the neighbors wouldn't call anybody. Like, that's kind of stupid. I feel like that was just kind of thrown in there. So, and then the killers in this movie are some of the best in the franchise. That might be controversial. I loved both of them. Billy and Amber are so good together, and they're kind of, what makes it feel a little more personal is they're trying to replicate the original killers, which is pretty good, but also trying to respect and kill off the legacy characters. I think that's a cool motive. I think that's pretty cool. I think they just do such a good job. And Amber Freeman, oh my god, the actress is kind of fine. I always had a thing for what's her? I can't think of her name. It's gonna bite me in the ass. I really like her, Mikey Madison. I think she's cute. I think she's a good actress. I think she did great. This is probably her best performance in here. I loved her burned face at the end. She kind of pops up for one last jump scare. That was pretty cool. I think Billy does really good as well. But overall, I think this is just an okay Scream movie. I think it's one of the better ones for sure. So I'm going to give it a Bronze TV, but tell me what you guys thought about Scream 5. So in the comments down below. And oh boy, am I excited for Scream 6 to review that. So stay tuned.